the next one. It's so interesting. It's so interesting. So a Dubai resident is trying to run 40 marathons in 40 days. Now, Lee Ryan is paving the streets of Dubai with a big mission. Now, he's aiming to run 40 marathons in 40 days, and he's over halfway through. Lee is an endurance athlete and coach, and he's well known in the community for championing fitness. He holds 5 Guinness World Records. He's the local and MENA Adidas runners captain, and he once completed a marathon in his backyard.
Wow. Wow. My God, it's
Incredible.
amazing. This month, he quietly set himself a personal challenge. We are now 23 days in, and support is growing. Lee now aims to run 40 marathons in 40 days and is raising money for an important social foundation in Malawi. Right now, Lee is 23 days in. Great spirits, win the mind, win the day. That's the quote.
That's the quote, right? Win the, what is it?
Win the mind, win the day.
That's actually, whoa. If you let that sink in, win the mind, win the day.
Yeah.
It's all about discipline.
It's all about discipline. Once you get this straight, everything else is sorted.
Falls into place.
Yeah.
But
as long as you win the battle, I think this is a battle. So if you win the battle of the mind, so you're going up against your own subconscious. So if your own mind, your thoughts, basically, your thoughts are, let's say, your demons or your the villains. So you have to fight, keep fighting the negative thoughts. You win your day.
It's amazing. Like, you got to push through, and you just got to win, like, mind over matter.
Yes, 100%.
But it's easier said than done, you know, these things. It's like easier, it's like mind over matter. Like, you know, you just need to control your mind. But it's not that easy when you, like, actually, like, those thoughts come in, and it's like you feel drowsy, you're lazy to complete the task in hand, and you just, like, you know what, like a good sleep or some good food. You know what, we'll do this tomorrow. Like,
no, it's sharp.
Yeah. What is your best tactic to discipline yourself when you want to, like, you know, stray off path?
I've been off path for the past 3 years, so I'm not a great example. But back, like, based on my experience, I can tell you whenever I had a impulse to go left or right from the path that I was on, it's a day-by-day struggle. Like, every day, if you are on let's say fitness-wise, if you're on a diet, every day you'll want to crave a cheeseburger or a pizza or whatever.
True.
Like, the craving will come, no matter what. No matter what. All you have to do is be like, okay, what can I do? If I eat this, what will happen to me? So just go through a thought process. Just in your own head, put advantages and disadvantages. If it tastes good, advantages are more. Okay, you're going to run to burn that fat.
Or maybe you won't run to burn that fat.
It depends on the person. It depends on the person. But, like, let's speak generally.
Okay.
You know, across the board. So if you're in that thought process, eventually you'll come to a conclusion of, I won't do it. I won't have a cheeseburger today because I'm on a goal. Hey, hello. I made a goal. I made a promise to myself. I want to achieve this within, I don't know, 6 months, 1 year. For the rest of my life. I don't want to die early, you know, young.
So you just need to have that whole conversation with yourself.
Yeah, it's an entire conversation. You know how you go to therapy and then talk to a therapist for like an hour? You're talking to your own therapist and self-therapy in your head 24 hours. Well, let's say 24 hours.
That's a good way of putting it, you know? That's really a good way of putting it.
Minus the hours that you're sleeping, so it's not 24 hours. So minus 8 hours from that. You do the math.
You do the math.
Yeah.
But getting back to Lee, because this whole conversation stemmed from Lee and his 40 marathons in 40 days. And he said, win the mind, win the day. And he also in his caption wrote, day 23, marathon 23. It is a good day. Body is still moving. Each step at a time takes me closer to the finish line. 40 marathons in 40 days is the target. 17 marathons to go. Let's go. And he's taking on the endurance challenge to raise funds for the Sparkle Foundation. You can find them on Instagram. And so far, he's 11% of the way towards his fundraising goal, and he hopes to achieve this 100% by day 40.
The Sparkle Foundation is a non-profit and it's a registered charity here in the UAE. Their aim is to deliver a future in which every community has an equal opportunity to live a life of health and self-sufficiency in Malawi. It began as a personal challenge, which he says has been humbling and scary. Each day starts with an alarm bell at 3 a.m.
Now we go back to what Ali said, all about that discipline.
There you go. Like imagine like human beings. Let's say if you go to earliest stage of without the technology, without the roads, without the buildings, you were in the jungle or the desert or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, you were in like battle mode.
Yeah.
You're not relaxed. Now people are relaxed. You know, that's why you have all this time to think.
True.
You know,
Yeah.
back then there was no time to think.
Yeah.
It's like, if I don't move now, I'm dead.
Exactly. It was like, what is it, flight or fight?
Yes,
mode.
basically. So
Back then.
Yeah, so if you're in the jungle, you need to go and, you know,
fight for a living.
yeah,
You
fight
gotta,
for
like,
a
keep
living,
moving.
you know.
Like it's a survival,
Yeah, it's extra survival, security. If you have a family, you have to take care of them. You have to go hunting. Like your body was on the move.
Yeah.
Your body, and now everybody's just relaxed, and that's why you have.
You know, there's this saying which I don't completely agree with, but there's this saying like depression is a luxury. That's because a majority of the people, I mean, of course, it's not like one size fits all for this quote, but it's like majority of the people, it's like they have so much time on their hands, you know, and they also say like an idle mind is a devil's workshop.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like you have all this time, you have ample time, all the privilege, indulgence in the world, like the food, you know, like a very comfortable bed, you're constantly sleeping, all these shows you want to binge watch.
Yeah.
And it's like your mind just becomes that.
Yeah.
And at some point, it's like, how do you get out of that? And like, because there are people struggling to just, you know, sleep on time or like even, you know, get up at 9 a.m. in the morning. And this person is like, you're so disciplined, goes to bed at a certain time, wakes up at 3 a.m., completes his goals, goes to his job. And it's like, how do you reach that level of discipline?
Lee wakes up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Some people sleep at 3 a.m.
Exactly.
He wakes up, he starts his day early, he probably sleeps early, gets a head start before anyone, you know. Like people start their day 9.
Yeah.
Some people start at 3.
3. And you know, like, you know, the early bird catches the worm. So you have to be up before the world. You have to get your stuff in order, and then only you can, you know, just thrive at life.
Yeah. He's in a, so let's use the marathon as an example. He's in a race, let's say. You know, he's in a race. He's winning the race because he's waking up at 3 a.m. Everybody else is asleep at this time.
So he's halfway there just because of the effort that he's putting in, the consistency.
I think this is his lifestyle now. He like smashed it into his inner being.
Yeah.
To be this kind of person.
Ingrained it.
Yeah, like this is me. This is the 3 a.m. marathon man for 40 days. Me. This is my lifestyle. So, basically.
And that's, I mean, that's one way to do it. Getting there is not easy, but once you're there and just like, you just have to stay consistent with it. Yeah.
Consistency is key.
Yeah.
Key. The key to success is consistency.
No matter what field, no matter what aspect of life, it's just consistency. And that's what our viewers who wake up every day at 8 a.m. and we see them online at this time, you know, like it is early in the morning. So like major props to you guys for waking up on time, you know, going to work, starting your day nice and early and bright.
There is a saying in Arabic, man jadda wajad. So it means basically, if you're there, if you have achieved something, that means you are there. Something like that, along those lines.
What? You did not explain it all.
So basically,
Mentioned wa ajad. And then you don't even finish what you're saying.
so basically, it means if you are the meaning of it is basically behind it is if you are there, if you show up and you get it done, that means you've achieved something.
You've achieved something.
Yeah, or if it can go either way. If you've achieved something, that means you were there.
Yeah, love that. Love that. Inshid wa ajad.
No. Man jad wa jad.
Minshid wa anjad.
That's fine. It's not Arabic word of the day or phrase of the day.
Oh, that's like a nice phrase to learn. Like, you know, anytime you go out and someone's like just messing around, you go like minshid wa anshand.
No, that's not how you say it, Simran. Moving on to our guest today.
Okay, guys, after a very short break, we will be sitting down with Walid Al-Musrati. He's the OG content creator with 170 million views, and he will be telling us all about what goes on behind his content. So